Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to look at your Bazi chart to see what kind of money lending behavior you exhibit. It's all based on your day master, and this is quite interesting, not just to check how you react when someone asks you for money, but maybe you are in a position where you need to borrow money from a friend. And in order to make sure that you adapt and adjust your expectations, maybe plot your friend's Bazi chart first, look at their day master, and then you can determine what it is that is important to them when it comes to this process. And so you can preempt that and make suggestions in that direction already. All right. So this is super simple. Let's take a look at it. Of course, as always, you need to first plot your Bazi chart. You can go to this link here. I'm also going to post a link in the description to the video. And for this one, if you don't know your time of birth, it doesn't really matter because all we focus on is your day stem. So let me show you, for those who are new to this, just focus on this aspect here, right? So this is the day. This is the day stem. We also call this the day master. So depending on what your day master is or what day master your friend is, you will exhibit different money lending behavior. And so you can expect different sort of reactions when you ask someone for money or to borrow money. All right, so let's take a look. Now, if you have Ren water or Gung metal as your day master, yeah, so Ren water or Gung metal, they usually insist on being repaid as soon as possible, right? So you need to kind of manage your expectations. If you are the one trying to borrow money from someone who has Ren water or Gung metal as their day master, make sure that you are actually able to pay back as quickly as possible and reassure them that this is the case because this is important to them. They insist to be repaid as soon as possible. If you are a Sin Metal Day Master, or if you're trying to borrow money from someone who's a Sin Metal Day Master, they like to be very precise, kind of draw up a little bit of a contract so that there can't be any misunderstandings about by when you need to repay, how much you need to repay, all of that. So they like to have a little bit of a sort of like a formal framework to this. It doesn't have to be super formal in the, you don't necessarily have to go to a lawyer or anything, but just put something in writing and they will feel better about um, giving money to you. And if you're a Sin Metal Day Master, then you already know this. If you lend someone money, you know that it's important for you that both sides know exactly what the expectations are. And in order to avoid misunderstandings, it's always better to just put that in writing, right? So this is the Sin Metal Day Master. Now, if you have Wu Earth as your Day Master, um, they're the easiest ones to borrow money from. If you are a Wu Earth Day Master, then you don't really worry about giving money to your friends because they're friends, right? So it's fine. Yeah, not to worry about it. That is fine. Maybe you repay, maybe you don't. It's okay. We're friends, right? If you want to borrow, if you're the one who wants to borrow money from a Wu Earth Day Master, you know that you're most likely going to get it as long as you're friends. Yeah, if it's just a random acquaintance, maybe not so much. But if this is a person who is a close friend of yours, there's not even any discussion. There's no awkwardness usually on their end at least. It's sort of like, it's very informal. And, sure, they're happy if you repay, but if not, as long as the friendship remains intact, they're fine with it. So keep that in mind. Now, for the Wu Earth Day Masters, if you are a Wu Earth Day Master, do be a little bit careful not to be taken advantage of. Yeah, so that's the one risk here because they're quite generous when it comes to money among friends. So not just random acquaintances, but when it comes to friendships and among family, they can be quite generous. And so they need to protect themselves a little bit. So be a little bit more discerning. Then we have Ting Fire and Kui Water. So they also have they also don't really need to be repaid or feel the urge to be repaid. Of course, if you repay them, great, right? But for them, it's more they help out for altruistic purposes. So the Woo Earth person, they will give you money because we're friends, and it remains among friends, and you just pay me back whenever you can. If you are a Kui Water Day Master or Ding Fire Day Master, if you do give money to someone else, you do it because you like to help those who are in need. Yeah, it's very altruistic. It's sort of like, it's a very idealistic approach. And so if you want to borrow money from someone who is a Kui Water or a Ding Fire Day Master, make sure that you tell them exactly why it is that you need this kind of money. Yeah, it's not just, oh, I'm kind of low on money and I really need it. Like, make sure that you have a really, really good reason for it. Now, if it's for altruistic purposes or because they're just idealistic, it doesn't even matter that much to them not to be repaid. But again, do not take this as an invitation to just take advantage of these people. And if you are Kui Water Day Master or Ding Fire Day Master, do protect yourself. Again, like the Woo Earth, although for different reasons, you tend to sometimes be a little bit too generous with your money. So make sure that you know exactly why you give money, how much you give, and keep an eye on your finances. Yeah. Now the next one is Sea Earth. So if your day master is at Sea Earth, and someone asks you for money, you're the kind of person who will remember that the next time you are broke or the next time you're in need of money. Then you will ask that particular person who asked you at the last time, right? So it's very much of a give and take here. So yes, I'm going to give you money, but remember, next time I need money, I'm going to come to you first. And I expect you to give me money as well. So that's sort of like their money lending behavior. Then we've got Jia Wood and Bing Fire. So Jia Wood and Bing Fire, uh, they they're usually very generous. They're very caring. They try to support everyone around them, and that's why they're usually low on money themselves, right? Not all of them. If they learn to manage their money very well, then that's fine, and they are more than willing to help out. But usually, they tend to be the ones who end up being low on money because they're too generous. So again, they need to be a little bit careful. As long as you have your own finances under control, it's all okay. And for them, it's not about altruistic means or friendships or whatever. If someone asks them for money and for whatever reason they think they can do it or they want to do it, they will help you. And they are most likely not going to tell you that they can actually not afford it. So be careful when you ask someone who's a Bing Fire or a Jia Wood for money. Make sure that you know their financial situation first, because they really truly do want to help you, and they most likely will, but it may be to their own detriment. So don't do that. Yeah, be careful. And then lastly, we've got the Yi Wood. If you have the Yi Wood as a day master, they will look at this as an investment. So if you ask them for money and they give you money, for them this is not okay. I've borrowed, I've lent you some money. They call it an investment. I invest in your future. I invest in your idea. I invest in whatever it is. And they will try to get it back with a return on investment, of course. That's how they look at it, yeah? So if you are asking an Yi Wood day master for money, come at it from that point of view, make it sound like they're actually investing in you and that they're getting something extra on top of it once you pay them back. All right. So this is how you can lend money, borrow money, depending on your day master. Now, I'm I'm not saying that you have to do this. Yeah, go out and just ask any random person for money all the time. But if it comes to that, first check what is the day-master of the person you want money from, or you want to ask for money, and that can help you a little bit to gauge their behavior and their expectations. All right. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you're having fun with this. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comment section below. And as always, if you would like to have a more in-depth reading about financial matters maybe, or your career or your relationships, do get in touch with me. My email address is in the description to the video. And in the meantime, please hit that like button, share the video with anybody who may be interested, and please subscribe to my channel so we can grow this community. All right, see you guys soon. Take care.